A new report from The Atlantic has confirmed what a lot of us already believed, and that is, of course, that Matt Gaetz is a massive scumbag. This article by Elaine Godfrey in The Atlantic talks about the fact that, Matt Gaetz has got a history, I guess you would call it, of, sexual activities that were, not quite things that you would want made public. But what I love about this piece is not only does it bring forward some kind of new accusations, as well as confirm some of the accusations out there, but it also reminds us of his scumbaggery, if that is a word. If not, let's use it now. But of his scumbaggery that goes back to his days in the Florida State House, or Florida State Senate, I guess. Let me read you this, because this is a thing that I think most people had forgotten about. I had. Early in his career as a state legislator in Florida, he was allegedly involved in a points game in which he and other Republican lawmakers earned points for sleeping with women, with 1 point for doing so with a lobbyist, 3 points for a fellow legislator, 6 for a married fellow legislator, and so on. And that, of course, is Matt Gaetz. Y'all remember the points game? Probably not right at first, right? But now that you hear it again, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that story. I mean, I did that story when it came out. And so it's just all of these things. And this is what I've talked about with Donald Trump before too. But some of these Republicans have such a long history of scumbaggery that it's easy to forget, right? You got 20 news stories, so you forget the 20 before that, or at least you tuck them in the back of your mind. And you forget just how bad these people are. But not just how bad they are right now, how bad they have always been. And that is what this piece from The Atlantic does so well. It also points out, this is a quote from a former Republican lawmaker that was a colleague of Matt Gaetz in the House of Representatives. He used to walk around the cloakroom showing people porno of him and his latest girlfriend. He'd show me a video and I'd say, "That's great, Matt. Like, what kind of reaction do you want?" What kind of reaction do you want, Matt? Like, do you want people to be impressed? Because that is not how you impress people. Like, hey, look at this cool thing I have. Nobody cares. Look at what I did here. Nobody cares. But more importantly, do the women in these videos know that you're sharing them with people? I mean, are they aware of the fact that you were even videotaping? Like, that's a question I want answered. Did they consent to this? But also, the accusations that Matt Gaetz slept with a 17-year-old that, luckily enough for us, Kevin McCarthy actually said last week, Matt Gaetz slept with a 17-year-old. Now, that's just an accusation. He did not provide any evidence, but that's coming from a man with inside knowledge of the House ethics investigation into Matt Gaetz. Now, as I've said before, everybody knows this if you're a regular viewer here at Ring of Fire, I live in Matt Gaetz' district. I've lived here, by the way, a lot longer than Matt Gaetz has. And I can tell you, the voters here don't care. They have not cared about any of these stories. He cruised to a very easy re-election in the most recent election while the investigation was taking place. It didn't even factor in. Like, his primary opponents are not using all of this ammo against him because they're afraid of him. And the article points out there's a very good reason to be afraid of him, because the Gaetz family essentially owns this district. His dad owned a hospice company, which he then later sold for $500 million. They got the money, they got the name recognition, they got the power, they got the history, they got the connections. So unfortunately, with all of this information about what a big scumbag Matt Gaetz is, it's not going to matter to the people of this district, because it's a deep red district that the Gaetz family firmly controls. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.